Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Happy Wednesday. I've literally been singing all day. It's a great day.
We have been singing all day.
Yeah. Yep. Well, your song.
Well, that is.
Your song is a good one.
It gets stuck real quick.
Yeah, it really does. But we are so excited to be here with you today. I'm Sarah.
I'm Sheridan.
And we are from Magpie Beauty USA, and we are coming on to share with you some ideas that we have for easy salon 4th of July nail art. Now, summertime, this could be used anytime during the summertime because really from now until September, it's summertime holidays. And if you're in the state of Utah like we are, we actually have 2 patriotic holidays in the month of July, so we get to celebrate it twice. I know the rest of the country only does once, and then maybe over to Labor Day they might do another patriotic holiday. But anyway, we are coming on because we have some ideas to share with you. So how cute are all of these?
So cute.
We won't be sharing all of them today, but we will tell you how to do them, what products we used. All of these products to make these designs can be purchased at magpiebeautyusa.com. And we have a little bit of all of the mediums. We have some chrome techniques, we have stickers, we have hand-painted designs, and it's just a lot of fun. So if you have started 4th of July nail art, yay! And if you haven't, here are some really quick and easy salon ideas for you. So we're gonna hop right into it. I'll let Sheridan get started with her first design, and she's gonna talk you through how to get from A to Z.
I can't decide which one I want to do.
Oh, what are our choices?
This one,
Cute.
the fireworks, or the popsicle.
All right, fireworks or popsicle? Gosh, they're both so damn
both so
cute.
Both are cute. And both are pretty easy to do, so I think... I don't know which one. Which one
We will
do you like?
give, hi Fran, how are you? We will give 20 more seconds to see if somebody has a preference, if they want to learn how to do the firework, or the, I guess, firecracker, or the cute popsicle. Oh, we have
Got
popsicle.
2 votes for
All right.
popsicle, so popsicle
Already?
it is.
There we go. So we're going to go popsicle this time, and then I'll start my design next. Here we go.
All right, so I'm just gonna do it on this cute blue base. It's not the same one that I did for the swatch, that one, but this is seashell as the base, and then I'm gonna go in with the Arty gels, and this is just a palette that we have taken our Arty gels out of the pot and put it into this little palette here. It makes it easy to open this up and do nail art straight from everything.
Yep. Or to mix colors as needed.
Yep. I love having a palette.
Yeah, me too.
It's great. So I'm just going to use red, white, and blue. So I'm going to start with... Okay. So I'm just going to start with a little square, and it's just going to be white. So I'm going to do the white first, and I'm just going to start right in the center of my nail, and I want it to be a diagonal. So I'm going to imagine my popsicle going like this.
Cute.
And I'm just going to start with 2 lines. And it's just going to make a square like that. And then you can plan out too that like this is where you're going to go. But I'm just going to lightly have a guideline for my popsicle. And it's kind of going to be like an elongated D. So imagine you're painting a D at the top, and then these are the sides. So if you look at it like this, like
Cute.
it's just a long D.
It's funny when you break things down because that's not how I would have attacked this. So I'm happy to see this is easier than what I was going to attempt. So this is nice.
Yeah, I think that that's something with nail art is like breaking down to make it the fastest and easiest possible. And I think with white, if you have white as some of your design, putting that down first just makes it easy for your other colors to go on top of. So I'm just filling it in the center.
I love working with the Arty gels because you've used so little, and yet that white has covered that seashell color.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep, that's perfect. And you don't have to worry about this being perfect on the edges because you're just going to cover it up. So that's how I'm going to start it. And then I'm going to do a little cure in between here. And then one thing with the design too is I have a little bit of the little like stars on the outside. So I'm going to do that really quick because I have white on my
Let me show that really fast so they can remember what the design was. So she's talking about the stars here on the outside.
On the outside. So because I have white loaded up already, I'm going to just use the product on my brush and take care of that really quick. So a little tiny star. And I just do like little tiny triangles. And I'm barely even touching.
I'm going to try, well...
Are we in frame?
Yes, we are in frame, but I was going to try and zoom in so they can really see what you're doing.
Can I get up close?
Up close.
Is that it?
Because this is like such tiny
detail.
detail.
It's very tiny. So like I'm just using the very tip of my brush. I don't know if it'll focus here, but... Okay. But you kind of get the gist that I'm just using the very tip of my brush and just kind of creating a very small little star. I remember when I learned how to do these, and I was like, there's no way I'll ever be able to paint that. But you just need like the lightest pressure, the very tip of your brush, and then I'm just adding a few little dots in here just to add to your design there. Okay, so I'm going to cure that really quick, and I'm just going to do a little flash cure because I'm going to do a full 60-second cure at the end.
So make sure, definitely at the end, make sure to give all of your gels a full cure. And all of the gels from Magpie are a 60-second cure in the Magpie lamp. So make sure that you are doing that. But right now she's just going to flash cure that for 10 to 15 seconds to make sure that it doesn't move. So you can see the elements that she's done. She's done the stars. And then she created just the outline or the base of her popsicle.
Yep.
And then she put on a couple of those dots. So cute so far.
So now that I've done that little flash cure, I'm going to go in with red.
Lovely Nail Off says, hey.
Hi.
How's it going?
So I picked up quite a bit on this because I already kind of have my guideline. I'm not too worried about where I need to go, so I'm just going to fill this in now. And I'm just going to make that kind of the curve of the D. And then I'm just going to bring this down, and that's going to create like the little like melted part. And then I'm just going to create like a little wave. And you could do it straight across too. I know like those, what are these fire? Are they called? Like,
bomb pops.
Bomb pops.
Mm-hmm.
They're usually like a straight across. So you could do...
That's not interesting.
What? Well, yeah, like you just have to like ombre it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do a little tiny ombre here.
Right.
Like that's...
Too much.
No.
Too much.
And I think that also ombreing red and blue, you get purple real quick. So I always get nervous. So...
I think also the drippy makes it feel like summertime.
Yeah.
When it's a little hot and everything's dripping down, you know? It just adds to the cuteness of the nail.
Remember that? Did you ever see Legally Blonde? Nope, it's not Legally Blonde. It's Little Rascals. He makes me melt like a popsicle on the 4th of July.
Adorable.
So you can really make any kind of wave right there, and you can see that it just covered up that harsh line that you had of the white. And
now really quickly, before you go in, I do want to point out, for those of you who might not be confident in your nail art, like if she gets really close, you're going to see the little dab of red that's outside of her melted part, but don't fret. Don't take that off. Don't start over. Let me show you why. Because she's going to cover it up with black. So think ahead and don't be erasing your art all the time.
Yeah. And like, I didn't even notice it because I'm kind of far away. But you can always just add like a little dollop.
But even that you don't have to because you are going to cover it up. So don't fret about those little tiny details.
Because even doing that, now it's like too thick and it's too pointy. And anyway.
And so you didn't have to, right?
I didn't have
so just remember when you're doing nail art, think to the next step and can you fix it then? I think that will always speed people up.
Yeah.
rather than always taking it off and starting over. That just adds minutes, seconds to your time. It's just not
Absolutely.
ideal.
Forgot to do the little star on the outside here. And you don't have to do the little stars either. You could even do it with a sticker. Magpie has great little tiny stickers that, are you doing one of those designs?
I am.
Yeah. So you could always just add a sticker because you have these hand painted moments that take a little bit longer. Adding a sticker just speeds up your time. And these stars, I always think of like they don't need to be perfect because they're so tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Throw that in. So it really is an easy design, and you don't even have to like on that design, like I have an outline, like you don't have to do all of this. You can just simplify it, do a red, white, and blue, and then a little stick and you're done.
Yep.
That's what I love about nail art, is you don't have to do all of the things.
You could, instead of doing the stars, if that intimidates you, you could just use dots, red,
Yeah.
white, and blue dots,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And you could kind of simplify it that way. Or, like she said, use the stickers.
Yep. Okay, same thing with just the blue now. So again, I had that little guideline on the bottom. And I'm going to make this strip on this side, the bigger one. One thing with the arty gels is sometimes when you put them in a palette, they can get a little bit thick, but it's super easy to get them back. You just add a little bit of your no wipe top coat with it, and it'll just...
For those of you who might be new to Magpie, you would just put a tiny little bit of Top It Off. You want to make sure that it is the Top It Off and not the Like a Diamond.
Yep.
It must be Top It Off because these cure without a tacky layer, this cures without a tacky layer. That way they are compatible.
Yep. Well, that will just help bring it back to life a little bit, because sometimes it does get just a tiny bit thick, but I actually like a thicker gel. But if you've noticed that with your arties. Alright.
I like a thicker gel too because I like it to stay where I put it.
Me too.
I'm not very confident when it comes to my gels moving and then being able to pull it back where I need it to go, or even seeing what it could be now that it's moved. So I like a thicker gel for sure.
I think that's what I love about the arty gels, is they, even though they stay in place, they also self-level a little bit too.
And because you can use them so thin,
Yeah.
like you're using the tiniest amount
Yeah.
of product, which means that when we go to top coat this, it's not going to be bumpy,
Yep.
which is so nice. Keep your art nice and thin,
Yep.
and then you'll just have your beautiful line of light at the end.
Yep. Alright. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to grab a little bit. I think sometimes we forget about like these blushy colors and how we can use them. So I'm going to grab just a little bit of this and just put it on my thumb here. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of the white and just mix it. And it's going to create like the perfect popsicle stick color. So a little blush color does come in handy sometimes.
Brilliant.
Okay. So now I'm just going to do the little stick. Oh, I got lint in my transition. Oh no.
Well, there was a transition where I was like, oh, that just made
Oh.
me so nervous for you.
So I'm just going to do a little stick. And I think right now you could top coat and be done.
Without adding the
Yeah.
extra.
Yeah.
So, quick salon nail art.
Mm-hmm.
But if you wanted to add the little bit of details from here,
Yep.
then that's just going to add to it, right?
Yep. And I think the little details come with practice and knowing like what you're comfortable with, because some people aren't comfortable with a fine line and it's intimidating, but just keep practicing. It'll get there. And the biggest thing I can tell you about little lines is you need very little. I'm like, oh,
That's black though.
Yep.
It's funny.
so you need very little product on your brush. So like this is probably gonna get me pretty far. And I like to load my brush and then kind of drag it out and through, so I can even put some on like my thumb here. I know you can't see that, but
if you wanted like they can
Yeah.
see that. Yeah, there's a shine to it.
Is there?
But there's also this option.
Yep.
Right, where you're running it through on a palette. If you're not somebody who uses a thumb palette are actually a must.
tried and true.
But if you also worked it through on this type of a palette, that works too.
Yep. So you just want to drag it out so you don't have very much product on your brush, and that's going to give you that thin line. If you go in with, I call it the little pearl that you get on the end. So if you go and try to do a fine line with that little pearl, it's immediately going to be a thicker line. So make sure you clear off that little pearl. And then I'm just going to go in.
I'm going to try my very
Right.
best to. There we go. What if we zoomed in? How about that? All right, go ahead.
Is that better? Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use the very tip of the brush, and I'm going to stay parallel to the nail. And that's going to help me with my very thin line. And I'm just barely tracing right next to it, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just creating that dimension of that. And I can't see, so hopefully it looks right.
Yep, it does. That's fantastic.
And then I'm just gonna do the same thing down here, but I'm just gonna do it straight across.
Now, why do you go under?
So I'm creating a shadow.
Oh, okay.
So if I'm imagining my light is coming from this way, I'm imagining that my little...
Go toward you a little bit. There you go. Mhm. So if you're imagining your light is coming this way,
my shadow's going to be down here.
Okay.
If this was a 3D object, it's going to be here, and it's going to be here, and then you're going to have a highlight here and up here.
I see. Okay.
So I just create just a little shadow that kind of creates a real life feel.
Mm-hmm.
And then just a little tiny outline on the stick.
Adorable.
So quick, easy little line. Oh yeah, that line was...
So really quickly, one more time. If her line, so she is upside down like this, but I'm sitting on this side of the desk. So if her light source is coming in this way and coming down the nail this way, then you can see on the finished product, she has her shadow underneath, but then she's gonna highlight next, a highlight there. She could put a little highlight here. Okay, so just think about the composition of your nail art, where your light source in real life would be coming from, and how that's going to play out. Even on simple nail art, simple salon nail art, just these little touches are gonna make your nail art pop that much more. So cute.
And I think if you don't want to do the shadowing, adding a highlight I think brings the most life to a nail.
Agreed. Mm-hmm.
So just taking the tiniest little bit of white here, and I'm just gonna do right here. And I did outline the popsicle, but I don't think I like it, so I did the outline on the black, and I didn't do that on my original, so. And now I'm just gonna create a little,
Cute.
but see how that just adds a little bit of like life to it?
Yeah, it does. It really
Yeah.
makes it pop off the nail.
Yep.
Cute, cute.
So I think that highlighting is just as important as a shadow,
Mm-hmm.
but it's easier to do than a shadow. So super easy.
Super cute. And all of these details can be changed with each person that you were to do this design on.
Yeah.
And that's adorable too, right? Change your background color, change the blue, change the red color. So cute. But working with arty gels is going to make your life a breeze because it's so pigmented. The art gel is just so lovely that it kind of just works over any color.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
I think it's a fun design too for the rest of the summer. Like you could do it with pinks, you could do it with, like, you know those cute creamsicles?
Yes.
You could do a little white with orange on the top dripping down. So I think 4th of July designs kick off summer designs that you can change out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just doing a little top it off over top, and I'm doing kind of a floating layer. And a floating layer just means that you're just adding a little bit more product just to cover all of the nail art so that you have a smooth line of light. And I get a little bit touchy with it because I'm like, it's got to be perfect, even though it's a pop.
You're not alone.
So a little floating layer will cover your arty gel nail art pretty easy, and then that's it.
So cute, so fun, fantastic.
It's an easy one. Yep.
Excellent. All right, next up, I am going to show you how to do this one, and this one utilizes arty gels as well. So a little bit of hand painting, but then we're using stickers. So this is for the salon client who is definitely either a minimalist or she's running super late. Or maybe you're running super late and you want to try and catch up, but they still want 4th of July. This is going to be a very, very quick and easy design to do. So first things first is that we have 2 coats of Forget Me Not, and I'm actually going to, let's see, we will go this way. There we go. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit, and then I will work higher. So we have 2 coats of Forget Me Not, and the first thing I'm going to do is, using our Prep and Dehydrate, I'm going to take off the tacky layer.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
So when we're working with stickers, you do not want the inhibition layer because your sticker will not lay down. So I cleansed it once, now I'm going to cleanse it twice. I really don't want any stick at all. Okay, so now that I have that totally cleared off, then the stickers that I'm going to use in this design are number 101, and it's just these rainbow stars, but there is the red, there is the blue, and then there's these red that have a little bit of gold in them. Then I'm also using sticker number 19, and this is in white. Sticker number 19 comes in 5 colors, I think. Black, white, gold, rose gold, and silver.
Yeah.
So there's lots of different options for stars. So again, sticker number 19 and sticker number 101.
I love those stickers.
So easy to use and so happy to use. So I'm going to just start. You can use this in any way you want. So I'm going to choose maybe a blue outline. There we go.
I heard one time that
Now that I have that way. Go ahead.
there was a nail tech that was like, using stickers is cheating. I was like, no, it's
Oh,
not.
no, it isn't.
No, it's not, because there are times that like you just don't have it in you to paint nail art.
Right. Or your client is
Yep.
running really late.
Yep.
It's not cheating, not even a little.
Nope.
Nope. And then we can go in with a red, but I want the baby red. And then down here, I'm going to do a cluster of these whites. I kind of like this lined one.
Cute.
Now you could stop there and just have a red, a white, a blue, or you could cluster it more. Like on this one, I have 3 and 3. So it really just depends on what you're feeling for the design. I feel like this one, I've angled my stickers to go this way. So now I'm going to create my nail art design, my hand painted part, to go this way, or maybe I could even go from here through the design. So let's play with that. So I'm going to leave it at 3 stickers for this one. And then going in with our arty gels, I'm going to start with red. And I kind of just feel like I want to stay like going this way.
Oh, that's
That's
cute.
how it feels in my brain about how the design could go. So the fun part about nail art is that even if I did, like I just barely did that other design, and yet they're not going to look anything alike, but I'm using the same elements.
I was just gonna say that like you can take your design and change it up. I know everybody does stars, so change up where you put it on the nail. Change it up, like if you put it on the ring finger, put it on your pointer. Easy to change it up.
Are we
Yep.
cooking?
Nope, we're nail arting.
No, you're supposed to say, yeah, we're cooking.
Oh, we're cooking.
There we go.
We're learning how to be hip over here at Magpie Beauty USA.
That's right. We've got a hip girl with us.
It's popping off.
Oh,
Remember the slideshow? Just kidding.
even better.
You guys are doing great.
Thanks.
Cute.
That's cute.
All right, then we're gonna give this a quick cure. Again, quick cures are like 10 to 15 seconds, and that just locks the design into place. And then you wanna clear off your bristles with just some clean gauze, or if you have like a paper towel, I usually just squeeze out the gel. The only time I ever cleanse my bristles would be if I was going from red to white, which in this case I am, or if I was going black to white.
Yeah.
A color that just you cannot get out, right?
I think anytime you go to white, you gotta cleanse.
You gotta cleanse, yep. All right, then here I'm going to go in, maybe like right here.
Do you like 4th of July nails?
They're my favorite.
I love them too.
My favorite. I remember somebody told me once that they didn't think red, white, and blue go together, and I was like, oh,
Okay.
all right.
Well,
Meanwhile, I'm like
rest
red,
of
white,
the
and blue
world.
everywhere.
the rest of us
Isn't that funny?
think it does
Mhm.
work.
And the swirls can literally, you cannot do a swirl wrong. If you are somebody who's one of those people who are like, I have to copy the design exactly, I am that person too. But swirls, you literally cannot do it wrong. And everything can be fixed,
Yeah.
even where I got white on that red. It's don't stress and don't sweat over that. Don't be taking it off. Everything can be fixed. So now I'm going to, I'm just going to squish, instead of getting it wet or cleaning this out in alcohol, I'm just going to squish the white out, okay? And then next I'll go in with, this one is baby blue.
And because you're not going right next to the white, you can not cure, right? Because
Yep.
you're already
That's right.
is just gonna stay right in place.
That's right.
Love an arty gel.
I'm not going to put that color over there. So now, because I'm going to go in with the royal blue, I am going to give this a quick cure. I'm just going to take that blue out, and before I cure it, I'm going to fix my little tiny mistake right here. Even though my white is not cured, that's okay. I'm taking the tiniest bit of red, and I am just moving the red back in place. There we go. All right, well, you can give that a quick lock. Thank you.
One thing you could also do with your little tiny little mistake is if you have like your what is this, the illustrator?
The illustrator?
Oh, sorry. You could just take this and it's clear and you could just run it right on that line and just pick up that little white so you don't have to reload it.
That's very true.
I always have
I could have just taken it right off. You're
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
right.
I always have like an extra clean brush on hand because mistakes do happen.
Yes.
And then you don't have to clean out and reload.
So true. And then this one. Now, I sometimes when I'm doing nail art, I try my best not to turn it upside down because we have to practice on our client. We're not going to turn our client upside down. But sometimes, like right now, I want this to be fatter. And I just feel like I have a little bit more control if I turn it over. So I'm going to. But if we were working on a client, really, you would be like putting your client's hand over like this and working this way.
That's gonna be cute.
I like swirl designs because, like I said, it can literally be
Yeah.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay, I am actually really happy that I made this mistake. Let me walk you through what I did. Now, do you see that I have white on my bristles? But I cured the white. So, two things could have happened. Either when Sheridan put this into the lamp, it wasn't directly under a light bulb. So sometimes our clients go in halfway, so we're not under a light bulb, so it's not getting a full cure. Or with arty gels, we have to work really, really thin. So I might have had too much product there and it didn't cure properly. So make sure that your client's hand is going in all the way for a full cure. or make sure that we are using thinner application. Now, since this is a nail pop, am I going to take it off? No, but if this was on a client, you would want it to look its best, right? And me streaking that blue through the white is just not what they're wanting. But you get the idea of what I'm doing. And so in this nail art tutorial, I am not going to take it off. But remember, thin application of color when we're working with arty gels. And we want our client's hand in the lamp properly every time. We go in for me?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. And this, I'm all done with my design, so I'm going to give that a full 60-second cure before I top coat it. But very, very simple. So remember, we take off the inhibition layer fully. You want to cleanse it really, really well. That way your stickers lay down flat. You can use as many stickers or as little stickers as you want. And then you can go in with whatever swirl pattern, whatever composition that you want your nail art to be. So easy.
So easy, so cute.
Excellent. So I will let that cure and then I'll give it a full top coat and we'll look at that at the end. But now Sheridan can do her second design.
Cute. All right. So, little firework moment.
Dun 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 dun.
Cute. So this one is honestly super, super easy. So going back in with the arty gels, I guess I can just bring that right back over.
Oh, yes.
And I'm just gonna do a little triangle. That's
Cylinder?
yeah.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna start with just a rectangle. So I'm gonna do, let's see, and I'm gonna do them in different sizes. So I'm gonna pick up just a little bit. This is the baby blue arty gel. And I'm just gonna create kind of a rectangular shape. And I want them all to be basically sitting on the ground. So this is my ground right here, imagining the ground. And again, this doesn't have to be a perfect, why do I want to call it a triangle? This is a rectangle. Holy cow. But I'm going to go in with an outline, so I don't have to worry about having super harsh edges or anything. It doesn't have to be super square because I'm just going to go in with an outline. So I'm just going to clean out my brush. And because the arty gels are going to stay in place, I feel confident in just going in with the red. If you aren't feeling confident about it, if you're not using an art gel, if you're using a gel polish, you could just cure in between.
Do you prefer using a gel paint over a gel polish?
I think it depends on the design.
Mm-hmm.
For fine details, I like a gel
Okay.
paint.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm doing a lot of like fill-in work, I like a gel polish.
Gotcha.
And I actually like mixing my gel polish with my gel paint
Oh, really?
to make it thinner.
Okay.
Like right now, I could use a little bit of
And is that for when you're working with shadowing and all of that
even just
that you like to combine?
even just like this, filling in this little shape right here. Because it's a thicker consistency, it takes a little bit longer to fill it in.
I see.
So you can pick up more if you have a thinner consistency
Mm-hmm.
and just fill in your shape. But again, depends on your design. And preference too.
Absolutely. I think that a lot comes down to preference.
Yeah.
And what works for one person is different than what works for another, you know?
Yep. And I think doing so much nail art like teaches you little tricks
Mm-hmm.
of like speeding it up.
Yes, absolutely.
So it all comes with practice. Okay, so now that I have that one, I'm gonna do one more down here and I'm gonna make it a little shorty guy. I should have started in the middle because now we're off center, but
That's all right, though.
that's okay.
You could have the illusion of one over here
Yeah.
if you wanted. But you don't even have to do that.
So just getting that little base shape down. Wow, that one's looking like it already blew up.
If you could see how far away.
I am like...
Right, we're like across the table.
Like, I actually don't even know if it's looking good because I can't really see it. Okay, and then that little empty space over there is going to bug me, so...
So I'm happy to have, not to go above you, but I'm happy to have these ones, because these ones we did like, you know, in a normal, a normal setting, like what you would have nail art done.
In my shrimp state
Yes.
painting. So I'm just gonna add just the little corner of this guy. Oh, we're really on the curve here. Alright. Now that you have your little rectangles, not triangles, I'm just gonna fill this in over here because I literally can't see it.
In the meantime, I'll show them up close so that they can get an idea
Where we're going.
of where it's going to be going next. Some designs that we're not doing today while she's doing that. This one is a half and half, so we have seashell, Magpie's color seashell this way, and this one is Bella Rouge. And then the sticker, do you remember the sticker number?
It's 110.
Sticker number 110 is the smiley faces, and there's actually red, white, blue, there's kind of like a pinky red, there's a lighter blue, there's a purple, there's a green, but there's also clear. And this guy's face was right here, and I just picked him off and put him there. And then I used the star sticker number 19 to put above. Then this one, I just made arty gels, and I was thinking like Vincent van Gogh, kind of like Starry Night, except in a 4th of July pattern. So then I just kind of swirled. It was the royal arty in white, and then I used the baby blue arty in white, and then the red and the white, and then of course painted stars and a little firework. Over here, this one is just this is Jazzy Joe, a little bit of plain Jane, and a little bit of Bella Rouge in the background. Then I chromed over it, and I'm gonna say the chrome was frosting because I think that's what I used. And then just hand painted on like a star outline. And then this one, I used, again, Jazzy Joe is the blue, and then red and white arty gels. And then the chrome that I used for that one is called Unicorn. And that way it had like a little bit of a holographic kick when you go outside in the sun. And then I used the Starburst stickers. Do you remember the number for the Starburst stickers? 106.
106.
It's 106.
Yes, it is.
I just remembered it. So 106 is this little Starburst sticker. So you can really have fun with the different elements and the different mediums that we offer here at Magpie.
So cute.
So cute.
I love the stickers. There's so many cute ones that you could add for your 4th of July designs.
Yes.
Okay, so I just started outlining, so I literally, the way I do line work is I like to think, okay, this line, this line, this line, this line, this line. It's all the same motion. So instead of going like this, and then like this, and then like this, and then like this, it saves you time to just go your same
vertical,
direction.
and then horizontal.
Yep.
Yep.
So now I just
It's a
have
great tip.
this line up here, and I'm going to make it a little bit of a curved line. But still staying like right on that color. Just a little bit of a curve instead of staying straight. Am I in frame? Yeah.
For those of you who might not follow Sheridan, you might want to. She's actually an incredible nail artist, and she just did the coolest nails for Nail Olympia. So I will have her tell you her Instagram handle, and you can go check her out. She's incredibly talented.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very welcome.
Thank you. My Instagram handle is Nails by Sheridan with a little, what's the dash?
Underscore.
Underscore. Yep.
Nails by Sheridan underscore.
Nail by Sheridan underscore. So I just did a little tiny round line, and then all I'm going to do is just take, for the wick, is just a little boop, And you can make them different lengths. You can make them going different ways. You can make it like a curve. I think you just get to play with it. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the burst right at the base. And again, I'm just using the very tip of my brush to get those little tiny design elements. Okay. And then I'm going to clear out my brush and I'm just squeegeeing out the black. And then I'm going to pick up just a little bit of the silver arty gel and just add a little burst because everybody loves a little bit of glitter, especially for the 4th of July. No rhyme or reason, just kind of a burst.
Cute.
There's a little bit coming from that guy over there. Anyway,
So cute.
I think this one's super easy.
Super
like it's just
easy,
very basic shapes, very basic line work.
but so effective.
Yeah.
And when you pair that with a red manicure or with a blue manicure or with a chrome manicure or whatever,
Yeah.
like that is just such a cute accent nail.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Very cute. And you could add designs like on your firework too. You could, if you're really getting cheeky, is that what the
Mm-hmm.
you could add little like lines with it or like a polka dot or
Yep. Or like on the one that you have in there, underneath I see USA. Like
Oh, yeah,
if I
that's-
wanted
oh, yeah.
to put USA because she
Thank you.
started a little higher.
Mhm.
So there was a little more white space down here.
Yep.
So then I see like a USA going off
Thank
the
you.
line or going off the edge of the nails. So I think each set of nails you do is different.
Yeah.
And that is the fun of it, right? So easy. Okay, so the last design for today, we're going to be doing this one. This one is probably the fastest design that we have. And it starts with Get a Grip Cloud. So Get a Grip is our base coat, and it comes in a multitude of colors. And so this is Cloud, which is just going to give you that sheer white background. And I am going to, I got a little dust on it from it being up on that stand, but that's going to be okay. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of Jazzy Joe, which is one of our most favorite blues for summertime.
So cute.
Now, I do not want this to be super pigmented, so I am just going to put some just at the top, and even that might be a little bit too much. And I'm going to go in with our Illustrator brush. And the Illustrator brush just has a thicker head than the detailer. So far we've been using the detailer for all of the designs that we've created with you today. And the detailer is super fine, beautiful brush to work with. This one is going to be the Illustrator, and what I want to do is kind of just tap down that Jazzy Joe. And it does not have to be perfect, and it does not have to be like a straight line. It can just be whatever you're feeling. Literally just tap it on, and then I'm going to go in for a cure. Now I kind of just want to blur this line just because I want to and see what the effect it gives. The other one on my swatch I did not, so I'm going to put that in for about 10 seconds. And then I'm going to be using this same brush. So I'm just going to squeegee out that color. And then next I'm going to be using the red Arty Gel and the white Arty Gel.
You could do this design with watercolor too.
Yes, this would be such an easy watercolor
Yeah.
design. I'll take that, thank you. Now I'm gonna go in with white first, and the reason is because if I go in with red first, then I'm gonna have to wash my bristles. But this is fast salon nail art, so we're trying to think ahead about what is the least cleaning or changing of a brush or anything like that, right? So if we go in with white first, and this is using the lightest pressure, and we are just dragging the white in stripes. So if I think red, maybe I want that white to be a little bit further over here. And then it would go red and then white.
Cute. So quick too.
So quick, so fast. and not perfect. We do not want it to be perfect because we want it to feel a little bit vintagey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that in for about 10 seconds. And again, I'm gonna squeegee out my white.
You're so gentle and soft with your brushes.
Oh, thank you.
I
Are
beat
you
the
not?
crap out of my brushes. I'm like, oh, that illustrator looks so good.
That is funny. Okay, and then going in with my red, so yours are a little more beat up than mine.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's funny. And here, I mean, I can totally bleed onto the white. That's kind of what we're going for. We don't want it to be perfect.
So cute. I like the non-perfectness of it because lines are such a design that you're like, okay, it's gotta be.
It has to be so perfectly
be
square.
straight, it's
Now
gotta
at this
be-
point, we're going to give that a full cure because the next part is putting on stickers, and the stickers are followed by a top coat. So that's how fast this design is. You're going to be putting on your base coat. Say all of my manicure was Jazzy Joe, but I want a flag on one nail. So what I would do is go in with my Get a Grip Cloud as my base coat. Then I would put Jazzy Joe on the colors, or maybe you would choose Bella Rouge or Red Lobster, whatever color the manicure is. Then on this one, I'm not going to put color. You would go in with this design, which we're almost done, and top coat them, and off they go. So fast. I'm going to be using sticker number 19 in white again.
I love sticker number 19 because some days it ain't it with the stars.
Right? Hand painting stars over and over through the season is going to get exhausting, right? So having sticker number 19 in your drawer is going to save your sanity. It's kind of like when I first started as a nail tech, my goal was to hand paint snowflakes, a different snowflake on every single human that sat in my chair, and I was like, wow, this is so hard. And then at the end of the day, I suggest having snowflake stickers.
Yeah.
Because it's so hard, right? To have to come up with a new design all the time. Okay, at this point, you can use whatever, you can even use the Starburst stickers, the number 106 if you have those. Those are gonna come in handy right now. And you can do whatever design. Say you only want one star and your client is a minimalist, great, go for it. In this case, I'm gonna be using a couple of stars. Okay, you have to stay on the nail.
Inhibition layer off there, buddy.
This one doesn't have one. Oh wait, it does because I used Jazzy Joe. That's why it's not.
I mean,
Thank you. That's
you
I
got
appreciate
it, girl.
that. In my head, I had the Royal Artie Gel, but no, I have
Jazzy.
Jazzy Joe, which has an inhibition layer. So wipe that off, and then I will discard the sticker because it has blue on it. No. Okay, let's try that again. Make our life easy.
Fun fact, when I started using Magpie products, I didn't know you had to use the inhibition layer. Used some cute little, I don't know, it was like a Hawaii set. And she was going to Hawaii that night. So
Oops.
I put the stickers on because I was trying to hurry so she would make it on time for her flight. Yeah, she texted me.
Those came off?
I was like, yeah, I'm not really sure what happened.
Yep, we
Sorry.
definitely take off the inhibition layer. It'll make your life so much easier.
Yep. And I remember thinking, why are these stickers sticking?
That could be why.
Funny things you learn.
Funny things we learn along the way. All right. So I've got my 3 stickers on there. You can go as many as you want. On the original one, I think I put 5 and it was going in a diagonal pattern. So really just whatever makes your heart happy. And then we just make sure to press them all the way down onto the nail. And then the last thing we do is top coat. Very, very easy. Now with stickers, here's a couple of tips. You don't want them to be on the edge of the nail plate. If they are on the edge of the nail plate, then what will happen is you won't be able to top coat here, and then it will lift up. So you want to be in at least 1 millimeter, or if you wanted it to be looking like it was going off the nail plate, you would cut it into place and then pull it forward just a little bit so that you could apply top coat to seal that in. Make sure that top coat is touching the gel polish. Otherwise, if it's only touching the sticker, it won't last.
Charming Guru said excellent and really fast art.
Very, very fast and so easy. Do you see like how cute and festive that is? Get your client in and out, right? So I'm just gonna flip this upside down, make sure I have a really nice line of light, and then in it goes for a full 60-second cure.
You could do a little
Beautiful.
hollow top coat on that.
Okay, because that would be so fun. We don't have any hollow top it off, but yes, that would be so cute to add a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of something. If your client was into that, I mean, we are, so
Yeah.
we would add that to our
Yeah.
nails, of course. All right, in that goes, please.
And it adds like sparkle without having to get your glitter out.
Yes.
If you're going for that speedy.
Yes, absolutely. So let's clear the decks and go through these one more time. All of these products can be purchased at magpiebeautyusa.com. Today we did this cute little firework using all Artie gels. Adorable. The background color is plain Jane from Magpie.
Yep.
This one is using stickers and just gel polish, very fast and easy. This one is using Artie gels. Just think Starry Night, make a pattern of some sort, put a couple of stars, blend some colors together so that it has this airy feel. Very cute, very fast, very easy. And then the cute popsicle that Sheridan did. Adorable. These two are using chrome elements, and this one has a sticker. This one has some hand-painted designs. This one was stickers with Artie gels. And then, of course, this one I just did. It had gel polish, Artie gels, and some stickers.
Question on this one.
Yes,
Did you cut your sticker?
I did.
Oh, cute.
I cut it. Yep.
It's a good idea.
Yes, because I was trying to make it feel like it was going in a wave.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good
so
idea.
you can totally play around. So nail art is fun. 4th of July nail art is so fun. Summertime nail art is so fun. So and we appreciate you being here today. Again, all of these products can be purchased at magpiebeautyusa.com. And if you ever have any questions regarding Magpie products, we are always happy to help. So just message us, and we are here for you. And until next time, have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.